Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Today is Friday, so I hope you guys have a blessed Friday, inshallah. Now, I'm going to share with you guys a couple of things that I've changed up for my workout programs, my workout routines, what I've been doing, inshallah, in this video. Now, if you guys are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also drop a like if you do end up enjoying this video and benefiting from it. And inshallah, let's get right into the program. Now, for the last 2 weeks, I've been doing something called the Smolov squat program, and the Smolov is known to be a very rigorous and intense training program to really help increase your strength in either squatting or benching. There's two different programs, one for squatting and one for benching. Now, what I've been doing is I've been actually doing the squat program as well as the bench program, but I've just recently started the bench program. I think I'm only about 1.5 weeks in to the bench program. But in this video specifically, I want to talk only about the squatting program because it is really intense, and I want to share my experiences with you guys so you guys can follow along. Now, if you guys have been following this channel for a while, you guys would know that I did the Smolov actually a while back, and I started off with the introductory cycle, and I tried to get my way through the base cycle, but I ended up quitting. I ended up completely stopping the program because it was really intense. And so for this time around, I wanted to completely skip the introductory cycle because I didn't feel the first time I did it, the introductory cycle was really easy for me, and so I didn't feel like I was benefiting that much from it. And I'm usually training hard. I usually hit legs pretty hard, so I really didn't need the introductory cycle this time around. So I jumped straight into the base cycle, and I'm gonna run through what the base cycle is. So first and foremost, you're squatting 4 times a week. You're supposed to squat 4 times a week, which means one day out of the week you're going to be squatting right after a squat day. So you're going to be, for example, if I squatted Monday, I'd be doing Wednesday, Friday, and then Saturday as well. So there's Friday and Saturdays back-to-back squat days, and that's really intense, and I couldn't keep that up. So I tried to do it for the first week, and the first week it was 4 by 9, so 4 sets of 9 reps at 70%, and then the second day, so it's literally a break. So Monday, for example, I did 4 sets of 9 reps at 70%. Wednesday, 2 days later, I did 5 sets of 7 reps at 75%, and then on Friday I did 7 sets of 5 reps at 80%, and then Saturday 10 sets of 3 reps at 85%. Now, I remember specifically the 7 by 5 and the 5 by 7. Those are the hardest ones for me. Those are really intense, and I struggled with them significantly. But the first week, I followed it exactly how it was supposed to go, and I did it exactly how, the exact reps at the exact percentages that I needed to do them at. But by the end of the first week, I was really exhausted. I remember my piriformis. I've been having trouble with my piriformis muscle, and it was starting to come back. My knees were already starting to get really sore, and I felt a little bit of tendonitis in my knees. And so the next week, this last week that I did 4 sets of 9 reps, so the same exact rep range, 4 by 9, 5 by 7, 7 by 5, 10 by 3, all the same percentages, but you add 20 pounds from that last week. And so it was really intense, and somehow, I don't know how I did it, but alhamdulillah, I was able to do it. And it was insane because the second week I had to do 4 by 9 at 315, which is 3 plates. And I've never done 3 plates for any more than 7 to 8 reps. So I had to do 9 reps for 4 sets, which was completely insane. I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but somehow, alhamdulillah, I ended up doing it for 4 sets. Now, during this week, my knees really started to struggle, really started to struggle, and they were cracking all the time. Even my lower back was so tense the whole week. And so I've been feeling pain that I've never felt before in my knees and in my lower back, and it's kind of crazy, but it's handleable, you know what I mean? Like, it's not something so bad that I'm gonna just throw in the white flag and give up. It's something that I can handle, so I'm gonna keep doing the Smolov squat program. Now, the last week of the base cycle, so the base cycle is 3 weeks. actually it's technically it's 4 weeks, but the last week you're doing only your 1 rep max. So anyways, this third week, I actually just got started on it yesterday, and I did 4 sets of 9 reps at 325 pounds. So it's a 30-pound increase from your first week. So the first week you're doing 70%, for example, on the first day, 4x9, and then the second week you're doing 70% plus 20 pounds, and then on the third week you're doing 70% plus 30 pounds. And so 325 pounds for 9 reps is something I never thought I would be able to do, but I don't know, alhamdulillah, I was able to do it for 4 reps. Now, since it's fresh in my memory, I'll talk about how I felt after the 4th set. Okay, each and every set was a challenge, was a really big challenge. And by about 4 or 5 reps, I was already, that is a huge butterfly. Oh my God. Anyways, by like 4 or 5 reps, I was already feeling so fatigued and so tired, and I honestly thought I wouldn't be able to get 9 reps, but I would just go up and down until I got to 9. Now, the 3rd set was really difficult. I remember the 9th rep barely got up. Okay, so I was stressing about the last set, the 4th set, but when I was on the 4th set, I decided to go down quick and up as fast as I can. So really explosive reps, and I wasn't focusing on the eccentric at all. Just go down, come right back up as fast as I can. And so alhamdulillah, I got all 9 reps for the 4th set, but afterwards my heart was beating so fast, okay, that I honestly felt like I was about to pass out. My arms, my hands started to get numb, and I just felt like I was gonna throw up. I felt so sick, and I've never felt like that at all in my life. For the last 7 years of lifting, I've never had that feeling before. So it pushed me to a limit I have never, gone near in my life. So it was amazing, and it was crazy, and I'm glad it's done. But just a heads up that if you think you could do the Smolov squat program, then I would start it. I would definitely start it. But my advice to you guys, especially if you're new to lifting, if you're new to, for example, powerlifting specifically like I am, that is going to be a really big challenge. And don't come into it expecting for it to be like, your regular leg days where it's, challenging, but it's not really that hard. Every single leg day is a challenge. And you know what I mean? At this point, I kind of dread doing squats because it's so hard. And at one point in the first week of the program, I didn't know how to breathe properly, and it's really important to learn how to breathe when you're squatting heavy, the 10 sets of 3 reps. And what happened was my head started to hurt really bad, and I think they're called exertion headaches, where you don't know how to breathe properly, so you're holding in your breath incorrectly, and you're putting a lot of pressure in your head that's not supposed to be there. So make sure to learn how to breathe correctly during your squats, and just keep in mind that it's a really tough program. So if you're off by 1 rep, if you're off by 1 set, you know what I mean, it's okay. Just follow it to the best of your abilities, and just know that it's a really challenging program. But if you do it, the benefits are amazing. You will see an increase, a crazy increase in your squat really quick. Now, when I think back to the first time that I did the Smolov squat routine or squat program, I was at a 385-pound squat, and within a couple of weeks, within just a couple of weeks, I was able to get a 405-pound squat, so 4 plates, so 20-pound jump in a couple of weeks. And this time around, I really want to stick to the whole base cycle, the intense phase. And actually, let me look up exactly what they're called. So you have the base cycle, which is supposedly weeks 3 through 6, and the last week of the base cycle, it's first day is rest day, second day is rest day, and then your 3rd and 4th days for that week are your 1 rep maxes. You know what I mean? You got to try to get up to a certain 1 rep max. Now, once you test out your 1 rep max, that's your new 1 rep max, and that's the percentages that you're going to be calculating the next few weeks based off of. So after the base phase, you do a switching phase, and you do 50 to 60% work with your new 1 rep max that you just tested in the previous week. And then a lot of people in the switching phase, they do box squats, they do a lot of band work, and that's really important because it keeps your muscles stimulated, your leg muscles stimulated, but you're giving yourself a little bit of a break from all the heavy lifting that you did for the last three or 4 weeks. And then you jump into the intense phase, which is supposedly even harder than the base cycle, which I can't even imagine anything being harder than the base cycle, but supposedly it's a lot harder. You're only squatting 3 times a week as opposed to 4 times a week. That's weeks 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then once the intense phase comes along, inshallah, I'll record some clips for you guys and show you guys exactly what I'm doing, and if I'm able to actually follow the Smolov squat program, the intense phase, correctly and on point, or not. So we'll see how it goes. I've got 1 more week of heavy lifting, actually 3 more days to be specific, a 5x7, a 7x5, and then a 10x3, plus 30-pound increase from the first week of the base cycle. So almost done with the base cycle, and then I get to test my 1 rep max, and inshallah I'm gonna aim for something pretty heavy, man. I'm really hoping I can get like close to 450. If I could get close to 450, I would be really happy with that, but inshallah we'll see, and I'll keep you guys updated. And that is pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please don't forget to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and inshallah I will see you guys next time. But before you go, just a couple of things for the future, inshallah, what I'm planning to do: an Aesthetic Revolution ASRV review, and then a Lululemon clothing review as well. I got a couple of new things, inshallah, that I want to show you guys, and then I also want to show you guys my new setup in a few videos here soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe for more videos, and inshallah I'll see you guys next time. Peace.